Hello. Uh, I'm looking up things right now. Uh, I'm a little analyze. Sure. Killer software is no. Oh, here we go. Uninstall killer NIC. That might be the problem. Hmm. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't happen again while I'm recording. It happens when Tekken is open specifically. When Tekken's open, that happens. I updated my graphics driver and maybe that's the problem. I really hate updating things. If you want to know how I feel, please stick around. I will be doing a recap of the Tekken talk momentarily. Updating the NVIDIA driver sometimes needs time to cache. I don't auto-update. I did a manual update. It's made for... Yeah, it feels like it's made for mid-level. It's not made... But I don't know why... I don't know why. I feel like... There's an IGN Anna beginner guide. My goal here is to recap the Tekken talk specifically. I don't think I need to overlap with the IGN guide. We need music in here. It's very depressing without the music. Your shaders have to recompile. Yeah, but that doesn't explain why I'm getting this particular error. Might need to roll back to the previous driver. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I am so annoyed, man. It's why is it so hard to get a stable graphics driver? Like, what is up with that? Also, that Lydia demonstration was really bad because it was like her shit already realigned. I don't know, man. Future mod Wavy and I were counting frames on new rain alert. Seems to come out 4 neutral and looks like future mod Wavy. Wait, where's Wavy? Is that an application? Did you just put in a referral for Wavy? Are you training your replacement? I support that. That's very responsible of you. Where's Wavy? Can you ping Wavy? That's Wavy? Alright. Dumbass found, reported himself. If he really didn't want it, he should have not typed. What's up, Saint Cola? This background music like when a guy finds out his wife cheating and he's sad drinking? Well, we got half of that. It's literally the counterplay is going to be mash or block. Maybe they'll make you step it. Maybe they'll let you step. I'm surprised they didn't show it. If stepping was going to be a play, why didn't they show it? They literally heard all the virtual fighter complaints and said, bet. They said, okay, you got it. Fuck! Sorry, I blacked out a sec. What happened? IG input, sorry, thank you. I will not be covering that at this time. Stare at the motherfucker with a gun. Say what you want, yeah. And the police crashed. Tekken crashed. There's no police. There's no one to save you. Hope you have self-defense on lock. Do you guys think they'll hire me if I commit to quitting from pro play? Like if I never compete again? You're in pro play? You talk too much shit? I didn't really talk shit. I laughed and cried. What is wrong with laughing and crying? I showed emotion. You have about as much chance as me going to Square Enix. What are your chances? What does change the tide of battle mean? I don't understand what that means. Are they talking about like power crush? Is that their definition of change the tide of battle? Knockdown punish? Like what does that mean? Well, I'm glad they're talking about frame advantage. If this is the way the game is playing, Steve needs a kick parry. Guys, I really want to do well in TNS 2 days from now. It's the last Tekken tournament I might enter. Oh my god. Why? I'm not built for this shit, man. Let's look at the IGN Anna guide. If this is good enough, then I'll just tell people to watch this. What is this resolution, bro? What the fuck? Oh no, IGN. This guy tends to do a good job. Mitchell Saltzman. He did a good job on the last one with Lydia. Gankana's pipe? Sudden Penetrator? What are these names, bro? All right. So we'll cover Anna in a separate video. I think that's the plan. We'll cover Anna in a separate video. There's too many changes. Already a video guide. I'm convinced I'm the only one hyped to pick Anna up. No, I think Anna players are going to be excited. Anna is the most exciting part of this patch, I think. They call it sudden penetrator or penetration? What do they call it? Sudden penetrator. Okay. Crazy. He's really mad. I mean, I'm at a normal level of frustration, and then the dude brought up Akuma and Marduk. Like, he wanted a response out of me. That was designed to inflict emotional pain. That was by design. That was on purpose. That was ridiculous. Like, be for fucking real. All right. I don't want to. I'm also surprised they didn't show the heat like heal thing that they alluded to. I don't know, man. I gotta put out this video. $128.40. I can do both of these actually. Yeah, hold on. No, I should be diligent. Removed counter hit on key charge. This change is so sad, man. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, they have to be mid-level changes, right? These have to be mid-level changes, you know. These must be mid-level changes. It's not even unfair. It's just a knowledge check, you know? Unfair is like there's nothing you could do about it. Usually a key charge setup, you just hit them first or chill out. I think you should look at the inputs for Anna's combos. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care about combo inputs. People generally tend to be inflamed about them, and I don't care if a combo is easy or hard to do necessarily. Odds are, if it's an easy to input combo, it doesn't do as much damage. I don't really care. Yeah, I think the guard break setups are more toxic than the key charge setups. If we're being real, but like Clive having the forward 2-2 charge 1 is way more annoying than a key charge setup. It's a little tilting watching this when they can't execute the stuff. I know it's not their job to. I just wanted to allude to that it's kind of annoying watching this. Just a little quick vent. Okay. I'm trying to see like how reasonable it is that they go to the next moves. Guys, I'm not tripping. That move looks incredibly stupid, right? It's a Mortal Kombat ass animation. It looks stupid, and it's going to increase defensive frustration. It looks like a low. It looks like a low, and then it becomes a mid. It's like a trickster move. So I guess in Azucena's character, maybe that's okay. But yeah, it maybe it fits Azucena. It's just such a noob check, man. It's whatever. I don't know what they want anymore. I'm not gonna pretend to know. That shit looks hilarious. She has a Brian back one. That's honestly kind of wild to me. It was like what? What was it currently? Dragon Hammer is not +4, bruh. Is it -4? That's so wild, bro. What? Season 2 looking like an extended break for me. You be easy with it, bro. See, that's what I mean. It's like everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gone." It's like bye guys, have fun. I'll be here because I have to be. And happy for you. All right. Down one is -2. I do care about the accuracy. Thank you. Stupid ass. Thank you, Kevin Mag. I appreciate the encouragement. The good. Hey, Kakeru. I appreciate that sentence a lot. First time chat, answering a question accurately from a red name. Respect. Big respect. Thank you, bro. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. We're doing our best here. I love you, Flea. Please don't go bald, bro. I love my hair too. If I go bald, it would actually be the darkest timeline. Being pinged. Bald Fee would be Giga Chad. I'd be fucking Omi from Shaolin Showdown. What do you mean Giga Chad, bro? This is so wild to me, bro. Oh. What? How did this go out of order? Oh. Oh my god.
This guy's a molester!
That's you.
Hope you get some good sleep after all this, my man.
Thank you, Fred Dinko. Appreciate that. And Medius Grudge, thank you for the prime. Base Swami. Do I wreck this whiskey? I do. Sorry, that was 25 minutes ago.
That was undeniable proof.
Save the joy. Thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate the generosity, you guys. Oh, I'm upset my stream keeps dying. I'll have to roll back my drivers, I guess. It's actually really sad that my drivers are crashing. At FDX, why not use the clip feature on YouTube? I'm a fucking boomer, that's why. That's probably smarter. $45 more. $148. Wow. Back one is insane. Didn't you just upgrade? You are so good at typing messages that are putting me into despair, bro. You have a talent. Yes, I just upgraded and I'm having more problems than before. Yes, I'm not going to be quitting season 2 while you quit season 2. Anything else, bro? God. Oh, 148. 5. Oh, and there's so much talking. We don't do any gameplay, just talking. Because everything needs to do damage. Okay. What do you think is the best change? What do you think is the worst change? It's hard to point to one change. It feels like a general philosophy of change that is disappointing. Yeah, it's hard to point to any one thing. It's like the overall trend. Why disappointing? I'm going to be putting out a video because we just ranted about it for a while. But basically, it's just a big reduction in depth in general. The mind games feel less interesting and more... The mind games feel less interesting and more just guess heavy. Name one change that's good instead. Well, it's hard because they made one good change and then made like 5 bad changes. Anna's play. Yeah, the name of Anna's moves is a very positive thing, I think. It's funny to me. Did they say what June's install does? 6 stacks? What does that even do at that point? What does it do? Spirit bomb? When he goes 100, she has to pay child support? What? Did they explain it? They didn't show it. They didn't show it. It was like they were trying to figure it out in real time. Alright. I'll just say I don't know what it does because they didn't explain it. Somebody can let me know in the comments if they know what it does. The 19 frame hell sweep is available. Bro, where? Do you have a timestamp? I didn't see it.
This guy's a
Isn't this already a
molester.
move she has? That's not a new move, is it? Is that a new move? I thought that was already a move. That's the same move. It just does more damage, right? Okay, but you said gains access to, so you can understand my confusion, right? You can understand why I'm confused. Because you said gains access. It's okay, I forgive you. We'll be okay. Everything will be okay. Zafina. Oh my god. Look, they're even laughing. $13 frames now? Bro. I might be a Zafina player. On God, I might be a Zafina player. Safe mid? Did they say how she gets the buff? In heat? No. She's not in heat right now. And she has the orb. So it can't be in heat only. Dog. At this point in the video, I stopped watching. I apologize. My fault. Brawl Pro's gonna whine about the muscle armor nerf. Bro, you didn't watch our podcast. That's how I know. Dude, please tell me that's not a. Can we punish that yet? To be honest, I think Jaguar Spin for him is cool. Do you think playing against it is cool? Genuine question. Yes, bro. He's going to have run setups. This change is insane to me, bro. This is ridiculous. My training partner is king, so I ultimately enjoy fighting on the whole. I promise that's going to diminish. Unless you have some kind of masochism complex, which is no shame, of course. Brother in Christ. God. Okay. So yeah, basically it's like the entire patch is like one step forward, 3 steps back, you know? That's what it feels like. Thorbrick chip actually got me fear, bro. uh Alright, we'll keep this video short. Let's do it. I'm not excited to do it. But here we are. Okay. I do want to pitch the artwork thing, though. I think that's important. I think supporting the artists who did the fan art is pretty important. Well, no wonder your computer's exploding, bro. I'm chilling. I'm fine. Like, my RAM is getting chewed up, but the GPU is the problem. All right. Is there any interesting slide to show? Should I cover Anna in this? I feel like I want to be precise. Should I cover Anna in this video? I wonder. I don't even know how long it's going to take me. Anna on separate video? All right, we'll do that. She deserves her own YouTube comment section. Alright. Y'all ready? It's time. Wayzine, thank you for the prime. And Save the Joy, thank you for the resub. Alright, I'm gonna mute alerts for now. Do this. Okay. One take is all I think I want to do. What's up, you guys? It's FeedEX. The Tekken Talk Live for Season 2 and Anna Williams' release just concluded. If you don't know what these are 2 to 2.5 hour podcasts in Japanese and English that the devs for Tekken put on a little bit about a week before a big update. In this case, it's so they can demonstrate some of the changes and talk about their philosophies behind why they do certain things. In general, on this channel, I try to cover things either pretty objectively or looking at things in a way. Okay, all right, let me start over. Let me try again. What's up, you guys? It's FeedEX. In case you haven't heard, the Tekken Talk Live for Season 2 and Anna Williams' release just concluded. These are 2 to 2.5 hour podcast-style live streams where the Tekken devs show up, demonstrate some of the new build, talk about some new announcements, and just in general go over their philosophies with regards to the upcoming changes. These usually come out a week before a major patch. And since they're in Japanese translated to English live, my goal is to try and condense that 2.5 hours into as quick of a video as possible. Now, in this video specifically, I don't want to dive into the Anna changes just yet because there's a separate IGN video that's also an early access guide to the character. So we'll do Anna's implementation and that IGN guide in a separate video. Instead, I want to talk about the Season 2 changes. In general, I try to be pretty positive in my videos because I think that negativity is just in general less fun to cover. But I want to be honest that my feelings about this update are not very good. So if you're looking for the positive news, the first few things will be that. My coverage of the actual gameplay that they show will be pretty critical. So, disclaimer. First things first, though, I think that I want to emphasize that the fan art that's being released in the game has like an expiration date. So you have to go into the Tekken Lounge and fight the bots there that are standing in the main area to get these fan art panels, and they're limited time only. So I definitely recommend getting these. They're free, but the artwork is really, really good, and I like supporting artists in general. So I think this is worth doing. Okay, now, some TWT changes and esports changes. They are making coaching have specific rules now. So tournaments can establish their own rules, but the default rule set is you only get 1 time coaching per match, only after losing, and 1 minute and 1 coach only. The bracket is also going through changes. Traditionally, only the top 3 grand finals, winners final, and losers final are first to 3, best of 5. Now they've added a 4th match. The losers semifinal will also be first to 3. So that's a big change for tournament first to 3 rule sets. Maybe we'll see it expand to top 8. Hard to say. It depends how the season goes. They've made some tournament optimizations as well for consoles specifically. So they're allowing you to turn on VSync, and they're creating some tournament presets. This is mainly important if you go to locals or if you're organizing tournaments. These will be great settings for that, and for making sure when you go to a major tournament that the settings are all standardized, because the game can feel really different if you have VSync on or off and the lag is different, etc. All right, now for the major meat of this patch. The first additional character is number 1. That's Anna Williams. Again, we're going to be covering her in detail in a separate video. And the large-scale battle balance adjustments and other quality of life changes are what I really want to focus on. Okay. For those who are curious, March 31st is the release date for Anna Williams and the Season 2 patch for North America. April 1st in Japan, I believe. All right. My notes here are just Anna notes, so we're skipping those. And let's get to the changes. Oh, but I do want to show you the new main menu. New main menu and new character select music. So the title screen music is going to be the same. But they're going to load into practice mode, character select, and there's a new song. These are Anna's alternate costumes. And they also do a little showcase of her preset main costume with her default hair. So that's a customization. I wish they would let you do this kind of stuff in tournaments, but in any case, they're going to demonstrate Anna with Nina as the opponent in practice mode. Again, we'll cover that in the next video. But for now, let's keep going through the actual Season 2 changes. So there's been some cool quality of life stuff, and this is stuff I'm actually pretty positive about. I'm really excited about this. So first things first, they've added the infinite practice stage. So you could do like combos, you could do your things without worrying about the wall at all. So by hitting, it's available in a menu setting, but also by hitting touchpad and up, it'll teleport you to this infinite practice stage. So a nice little quality of life change. It's not huge, but definitely appreciated. They've also expanded the CPU punishment settings. So here, you'll see that when they go to the menu... Oh, wait. Here. You'll see that when they go to the menu to choose what the Jin bot does after you attack his block, that they've expanded the options. And this is going to be great for more defensive training. So here, standing punishment and crouching punishment has a preset menu list, in case you've never seen this before. And this is all mostly the same. But now they've added standing block, crouching block, low parry, forward dash, back dash. Basically, most movement options have now been added, including low parry, to the second action. So now, when you attack, Jin will put in the low parry. He has to change it to punish for the second setting there. And now Jin is inputting a low parry after the activation condition is met, which is the first 2 hits are standing blocked, right? So cool little change there. Great for labbing some more. I think that's really good. And that is about where my positive feelings end. So, first big change. This is not a huge deal from a, I guess, balance standpoint, but to me it makes Tekken a lot lamer. Key charge no longer counter hits. If you're unfamiliar with what this is, you press all 4 attack buttons, you get like a little charge up animation, and you can't block. In exchange, your next attack hits as a counter hit, guaranteed. So this there were some situations where if you hit your opponent with a unique combo and they were in a long recovery, you could key charge, and then your next mix-up could be a counter hit launching low, a launching mid. You could do a power crush while key charge. There were some cool mind games around this, and they didn't show up very often because they're very situational. But it was cool to see how creative some people were with them. The development team has decided, in their words, that this is an unfair situation, and they're taking it away. Instead, you only get a 150% damage scaling on 1 hit. So I guess if Paul hits you with a Death Fist, then the damage will really hurt. But in general, this is a very disappointing change to me. It is a removal of Tekken's creativity and flavor, and that is extremely disappointing to me. Along those lines, they have also made a new change that's supposed to be beginner friendly. If you launch someone off axis, the combo will begin to auto correct so that you don't have to learn a separate off axis combo. They demonstrate this with June, showing that if they do a sidestep right into this down forward 2 combo, the combo that she does head on is still stable. They clarified in this example that there is a certain point where if you're too sidestepped way far off to the side, then it would not autocorrect. But for the majority of quick sidestep cases, they wanted to give you the rewarding feeling of sidestepping a move and getting your punish. Somebody in chat said, respectfully, off-axis combos are annoying. Yes, but I think Tekken is cool because of its depth. I don't think it is a unreasonable ask to have somebody be able to do an off-axis combo. It is definitely a skill check, but it's not the end of the world if you ask me. I will also add that someone in the chat during this live stream asked, what about the times that you intentionally do off-axis combos? And that is when they clarified that if you're super far off-axis, then the combo will not autocorrect. And MYK brings up a good point. Some combos specifically work because you can manipulate the axis doing little side steps in order to get more hits. So the autocorrection can actually weaken your combos because of the autocorrection. Now, obviously, we need to get our hands on it and see how it is. But in general, this is a very disappointing change for me. I am not a fan of this change at all. That's really pretty much it. Now, they do an in-game demonstration here with a lot of gameplay. The reason why we're skipping Anna's gameplay is to be able to do a proper breakdown of this. So this is the first time we'll see some Season 2 gameplay. Reina versus Asuka. And there's a lot of changes to look at here. So I'm going to switch screens here and look at the actual gameplay here. All right. So Reina can now go into stance off of Sen 2. Right, so she did forward 2, Sen 2, and went into Heaven's Wrath stance. So this adds to my general impressions of this patch, where it feels like they are doubling down on the idea of offense being stance into stance into stance. Another change here, you may notice that that's her heat smash animation. It no longer uses the entire heat gauge. So it uses about 45% of the gauge, and she can do more. It appears the Twitter complaints that Reina has no lows have been heard, and they are giving her lows. All right, Asuka, if you haven't noticed by now, that's a new extension to her forward 2. She has a lot more charge moves. I can't comment on the balance of that or anything. We don't know the counterplay to these things, so I want to hesitate in terms of being like, this is unfair, this is good, this is bad. But this seems like following the trend of buffing out characters' weaknesses. For example, this Reina low... sorry, it was farther back. For example, Reina does a low here that is evasive to highs. It looks like it could be evasive to mids. And is really hard to punish. Asuka's while standing 2, either it's late or it doesn't punish here, but that is a pretty astounding change. Now, what they're actually demonstrating here is the UI, so you can see that it says counter on the right here. And I think one really good change, I lied. There's one more thing that I think I'm positive about. The counter hit seems to show up very late, meaning you're not going to be able to gain a competitive advantage being able to counter hit confirm better because the notification shows up a little later than the counter hit window. So I think that is a good change. If you saw my previous video talking about where I don't think it should be added to Tekken, I think the implementation here is pretty good. It seems pretty out of the way. It's up high near the health bars. In general, I feel pretty good about this implementation. But that low is really annoying. I will say it looks good that you can step it to the right here. Asuka does a little sidestep way in advance, and this completely misses. So I am a fan that they seem to be doing what they said about sidesteps being better. However, giving Reina an evasive low feels like we're patching up one of her biggest weaknesses, which was intentional because her strengths are egregiously strong, right? The idea of a Tekken character having well-defined strengths and clear weaknesses is one of my favorite parts of Tekken, and I'm disappointed to see that it appears that they're patching that out. Again, we need to actually get our hands on the patch before we draw conclusions, but I am not excited. She goes into stance again. Asuka now appears to have June's forward 2, where an extension probably makes it safe. Forward 2 into forward 1+2. Again, we need I'm going to keep saying it, we need the actual patch notes. But it doesn't look good. I'm not very excited to see this. It should be noted what they're about to show later in this gameplay is Reina's... the new low she has is a counter hit that gives a counter hit into a guaranteed stance mix-up. And that seems to be a trend they're really adding in Season 2. Tons of characters are getting lows that go into stance. The idea that you can poke low and reset to neutral or play your advantage is not something they seem to be prioritizing. They're giving a lot of stance cancels here. You can see Reina is doing a ton of stance offense here. And even as someone who's experienced, I think this will be really difficult for beginners to defend against. And I think they're doing that on purpose because they want it to be more fun to attack. All right, so Reina's getting blown up here, but here's the counter hit low into guaranteed send 2. That was a combo. 1-1-2. All right, small punish. Again, I think the UI actually comes out pretty well. Guaranteed, not that guaranteed. Like, she doesn't get a full send 4, which shows that there's some limitations to what she gets as a guaranteed follow-up. Asuka now gets this charge. She has a new strong aerial tailspin, similar to the idea of strengths and weaknesses. I think every character having a great strong aerial tailspin combo is a little homogenizing. I'm not really a gigantic fan of that style of change, but again, it looks like they're committed to it. Strong aerial tailspin in general is annoying because it makes combos feel really long when you get a tornado launch, which usually means a short combo, and then strong aerial tailspin, heat burst, strong aerial tailspin, you know? So I'm not a gigantic fan of that, but it is the change they're deciding to go with. Here are now some more character-specific demos that they decide to show. So Azucena right away gets running 3-2 into Libertador stance, right? I know I butchered that. But this is akin to Victor's change where he gets running 2 into EI stance. And now, I'm sorry, I keep laughing at that move. This move looks like it was animated by someone at NRS. And I think it's on purpose. It's supposed to look like a low kick and then turn into a mid-axe kick. It is what it is. It's an evasive plus frame mid that I believe counter hit launches. Stance offense, again, being heavily buffed in this game, including her entrance to that stance. But that's not the only thing she gets. Azucena is also getting a buff to her down 1. It used to be -2 on block. Now it is +4 on block. So it's now looking a lot like a Brian back 1. And she has this full crouch low that is +5 into stance. So again, plus frame low into stance. They seem to really be leaning into this design philosophy. We don't know the properties of this. Is that low sidesteppable? It looks like not really because it's like spinning, but Is it sidesteppable? Is it backdashable? My hunch is that they want Azucena to be able to do the strong mid and then be able to do the low. And the mid has frame traps after too. So the low has frame traps after. Because the low is +5, she now goes into the stance, and this is a 14 frame mid. So that's a frame trap that'll catch jabs. But on top of that, they also have some evasive properties they're going to show. So she does down 1, Jin is going to jab, and the low will go underneath it. One more time. Down 1, and she goes underneath the jab. So just offense that feels very canned, right? It's like, we're going to do this move. We're going to do one of these moves. It feels very preset, very cookie cutter. I feel like it's a big removal of the offensive and defensive complexity that Tekken can have. And there'll be another video where I talk about that in more detail. But for now, that's my opinion. I'm not a fan of these style of changes with where the defensive options are more limited, and that stances are just generally being buffed to give the attacker this feeling of momentum and reward in a way that I feel reduces the depth of what makes Tekken cool. That's Azucena. Let's look at Devil Jin now, one of the most hotly debated characters. They've heard you. Devil Jin has been nerfed too much, and we want to see more of him. So, down forward 1-2 is now a natural combo. And he has a mix-up. So if the first hit doesn't hit and you try to duck the second, he also now has a mid-extension, down forward 1-4. My opinion on this change is it's kind of corny. You know, it's like, oh, duck the high. Oh, block the mid. Oh, just stand block both. The defense risk-reward, depending on the situation, may not be worth ducking the second hit. It ends up feeling kind of just like canned string offense, which is like another flavor of preset stance offense versus movement and poking and things like that. That's my opinion on that. It looks like it has a strong knockdown. I don't know if that's natural. Let's see. Second hit only, maybe. Gives a +16 knockdown. Yeah. So it's not a natural combo with the mid. The mid is more to catch somebody ducking or mashing, I believe. They've added a new Morning Crow high. So if you've seen his Heat Smash before, this is basically that. Where, okay, they'll show it here. He dashes forward, and it's like a high face jab, unblockable, +5. It does permanent damage. It's not a lot of damage, but again, it feels a little corny. He already had the plus frame mid and the homing unsafe mid, so it was kind of a movement mix-up. Now it's like a 3-way, right? Unblockable high, and then the 2 different mids. And then he has the other mid as well, like the tracking version, like Morning Crow 3. Little corny again. I think it's not the end of the world. I don't think it's overpowered. I should also emphasize that I don't think these changes are necessarily overpowered or unbalanced. I just disagree with the depth of the design. Okay. Back forward 2-3, giving a knockdown now. I think it always did that. Maybe they just changed the knockdown property. A chatter just asked, why are you critical about everything? That's really funny. I think this might be one of the first few videos of the year that I've been critical about Tekken. He can now go into stance off of back forward 2-3. So giving, again, more stance offense options, which is the design philosophy they want to go with. They've also made a big change here where in Heat, he has a new extension to his Hell Sweep where the character is now facing forward. So Hell Sweep usually knocks your opponent in a way that turns them around so that your combo is weaker. Now this actually faces them forward so you can do a full proper tornado combo. This is, of course, restricted to the Heat state, but it reminds me of the idea that the Tekken team generally wants to patch out people's weaknesses. And this leads to a lot of power creep that I think will ultimately make the game more frustrating for defenders and a bit more homogenous and plain for attackers. That's my opinion. You are free to disagree. Jun Kazama. She has a new install. It goes up to 100 stacks. At 100 stacks, her laser does more damage. While I was yapping about the install, you may have missed the fact that this is her old Heat Smash, Genjutsu Low. And just like Reyna's before, it no longer consumes the entire gauge. It consumes a little over half. So, again, in the flavor of patching out characters' weaknesses, I consider Jun a character who is a strong control character, not the best mix-up character, right? So she would control you with pokes that were hard to sidestep around. If you attacked into her and overextended, she would do a can-can. She would do a punch parry that launched. She would do evasive mid-launchers, like either her forward 2, down 1+2, etc. She was a poke character that you couldn't overextend into. Now they have covered up her weakness of not really being able to open up stand blockers with a power low that knocks down. So again, patching out a character's weaknesses, kind of reducing the clear line between well-defined strengths and weaknesses, which I'm on the record in past videos of not being a fan of. If you're curious about those, I will link those below. Another thing they've given her is more stance pressure. So this running 1+2 used to not do much. Now it goes into Miare stance at +9. I had to remember the name of that. Miare stance into +9. And after that, she has a move that is a homing +6 mid. So that is a very strong move. It seems like that'll be very good. Buffing Jun Kazama. And I'm not sure if the install affects her health drain. It seems to be a little different, maybe at 100 stacks. But yeah, they're giving characters more installs and more stance mix-ups. Again, giving more fun to the attacker. That is the main change for Jun Kazama. Now let's look at Zafina. Zafina having one of the most huge changes we've seen. This is back 1+2, a homing safe mid. You may point out that it takes away 9 of her health as chip damage. It also chips the opponent for 10. In general, I don't feel like the self-health drain mechanics have been particularly game warping, especially because if you get the hit and heal and heat engage, it generally is fine. This move is, checking the frame data, -6 on block. So the counterplay to this move is you can try to interrupt it, but more often than not, you will probably just have to block it. At that range, you're not really going to be getting away from it. Now, to complement that new move, they have done another design change that is reflected also in Anna Williams. They have changed one of her mid strings, down forward 4-1, which they're about to show, into a safe string. So in the past, this string was -14. They're showing it right here. Now it is -9. So completely safe string. And they've buffed the startup from 14 frames to 13 frames. My understanding is the intended counterplay is to jab interrupt the second hit or to sidestep the first hit. And the rock, paper, scissors or 50-50 mind game is between her gigantic mids, right? So if you'll recall, this big gigantic homing mid is to stop you from sidestepping. Once you stop sidestepping, she will do the 2-hit string. Right? I think that's what they're intending. Basically, everybody's becoming a lot more like Lydia. And again, I don't disagree with this from a balance standpoint. I think everybody could likely be at a fair power level. I just think the style of Tekken is not as interesting as the many other ways to defend. Sidestep block, sidestep mash, fuzzy ducks, things like that. This is very guess right, or they get to run away with your life, right? Zafina is also gaining an install that gives her a plus frame extension. With this extension, her moves become safer. You may recognize that as her previous heat smash, which she is now able to do with just her buff. A lot of her moves are gaining this property, not just that low from Scarecrow. Also, that low becomes a knockdown when Azazel's arm is powered up. And yeah, in general, it just makes her moves more plus. So you'll recall that the back 1+2 is -6. Now it's +4 with this extension. And it heals some of her health. I'm just noticing now that it heals some of the gray health she spends. Let's move on. And then her power crush, which used to be punishable, now becomes safe. It is now -9 with that extension. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going, please. Okay, the next character is King. So in a positive note, they have nerfed muscle armor. Muscle armor is now, has a longer recovery. And he, instead of taking reduced damage, takes 100% of the damage during the power crush property. So, one step forward. We were talking about muscle armor nerfing muscle armor in the podcast episode we did, skill issue episode 1, name pending. However, in line with what I believe will be the title of this video, one step forward, multiple steps back, 3 steps back, they have given King a new string. The string is 3-2-2. Right here. High, mid, mid. If the second hit hits, the third hit is guaranteed. It is a chargeable string. If you charge the third hit or hit it, it goes into Jaguar Sprint with +9. And It's minus 13 on block if you don't charge it. We don't know the sidestep counterplay. We don't know other things about that. We will have to get the patch notes to see. Very happy for the King players. In Heat mode, King's Giant Swing and Shining Wizard are now homing. This was a change that was removed in the defense patch when they took away homing throws. It has been restored in King's Heat state. While you were thinking about what I was saying, you may have also noticed that Jin is taking chip damage for breaking the throw. And that is now a universal change in the Heat state. Any character in Heat doing a throw will inflict chip damage that cannot KO on an opponent who successfully breaks the throw. Yoshimitsu. His flash now recovers more slowly, so it's easier to whiff punish. That's the idea here. Very fair change, should have been that way. In exchange, 1 step forward, 3 steps back, they have given him a new move that goes into stance. He's now +9 in flee stance. Now, to be fair, the low is sort of reactable in this stance, but good Yoshimitsu players will dip down before they do the low to mix it up with the mid, because you see his head dips down during the mid. So I am not a big fan of stance offense in general. Yoshi was a stance character, so I can kind of vibe with this one. And shifting the power away from his defensive robbery and into more offensive plays, I think is kind of cool. So I'm loosely a fan of that. But all of this will be difficult to determine how strong it is until we get the patch notes. Now, they're showing here with the new Heat Engage change where you can go into crouch, Yoshimitsu's unblockable low is not bufferable. I don't know how that affects the startup speed, but the impression they seem to be giving is that we've thought about how OP this would be, and we've made it not bufferable. Now, I personally am not sure if that's even an issue. Maybe a good Yoshimitsu player will be able to time it anyways. So, we'll see. We will see. Jin Kazama finally receiving nerfs. 1 step forward, 3 steps back. However, in this case, I think there were 3 steps forward. 3 steps forward for Jin Kazama's nerfs. 214 is now -10 on block. So now it's a counter hit knockdown interruption read. Down 2, no longer counter hit launches, and in other footage we saw from the last Tekken talk, it has less tracking and less range. So, very crucial. And up forward 2 is now -10, bringing it in line with other evasive punches being punishable. The pushback seems pretty close, so I think most characters' 10-frame punishes should reach. So I'm a big fan of the Jin Kazama nerfs. He's still, in my mind, probably going to be pretty strong, but 214 being -10 is very nice. All right. And now for the buffs, because no characters seem to have gotten away with only nerfs. They have been buffed as well. So, running 3 goes into Zen stance. The dive kick is still +2. I did not prepare timestamps for this. Yeah, that... His full crouch down forward 4 is now a counter hit launcher. And I believe in the Season 2 trailer, it went into stance on normal hit. Now, it is launch punishable. So that's good. It used to just knock down. Now it is a tornado launcher. Also, Chatter has informed me that it went from 25 frames to 21 frames. So it's designed to be less reactable. I disagree with this change very heavily. That Zen 1+2 is also made less reactable. This is what happened to Lars going into Tekken 7. They took the stance offense and decided this is how we want the character to play. We are less concerned with him being dominant in neutral, so we'll weaken his neutral because it was very overpowered in Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2. And instead, we're going to give him better stance mix-ups. And that appears to be the approach they're taking with Jin now, where they're weakening his down 2, weakening his pokes, and instead giving him faster mix-ups out of stance. It's a great low, gonna help Jin in neutral. It's actually not gonna help Jin in neutral, it's gonna help Jin out of his stance offense because it's a move from stance. It is important that we use the word neutral precisely, I believe. He also gains this new move in Heat. A mid-demon paw into stance. We don't know the tracking of this move, but because he's spinning, I have a hunch that it's probably tracking pretty well. And his Hell Sweep was not stagger after that. It's -14. I did not see that in my first watch through. I am not going to lie. I was kind of tweaking when I first saw the King changes, and on the live stream, I looked away. Now that I am looking at what I'm seeing, I'm glad I looked away. Are there any other Jin changes they will show? They have turned Zen 1-2 into a launching heat dash. Not the end of the world, but that's something. Yeah, I think Jin Kazama has officially become cornier. Again, I'm not making statements about strength and balance. I'm making statements about, is the counterplay fun outside of simply guessing rock, paper, scissors? And if I were to summarize this patch, this feels like the Casino rock, paper, scissors patch. When you imagine how you fight against Eddie, Lydia, Lars, and I'm not talking about just like your first time booting up, I'm talking about even how the high-level players play against him, where you ultimately are just doing some guessing whether you're mashing. You don't want to get your mash evaded, so you'll probably pick a down forward one. There's a stance they'll go into where you eventually have to guess because it's not feasible to react to. The risk-reward is not necessarily in the character's favor. Like, it could be very risky. Like that Jin full crush down forward 4 is launch punishable. But it's not very fun and interesting to just guess mid or low, to guess if the homing move is coming, like if you look at Zafina, to guess if the homing move is coming at you or the linear move is coming at you. I think there's more interesting stuff at play, like, are they linear to one side specifically? If you think of like Kazuya having that sidewalk left weakness and creating timing games off of that, to me, is a very interesting form of Tekken. And it justifies Kazuya having strong moves like the electric, like CD1+2. Like Demon Paw. If you look at Tekken historically, a lot of offense was very layered and had unique strengths and weaknesses. And what it feels like is officially with the Season 2 patch, again, pending the actual patch notes, I'm trying not to overreact or be a doomer, but it appears that their emphasis is to create more stable RPS situations that allow the attacker to have more fun and feel less outplayed. In their own words, they wanted defenders to feel like, or they wanted newer players to feel like they have a chance to beat higher level players. To cope with that, let's look at this cool new Jin combo. I think there's a cool new animation they gave him. It was like, it looks like Leo's down back 2-4 or something. But yeah, they're giving a bunch of character strong aerial tailspins. And in general, that's the new move. I'm in general a fan of inclusivity and welcoming beginners and things like that, to a point. I feel that we are entering the point where we are also reducing the depth as the defender for higher level players and the depth as an attacker for higher level players. To be honest, even if you're a high level Zafina player, if you're not playing this game for a living like pro, but you're still a pretty high level player, I don't think there's a lot of interest in throwing out the big funny back 1+2 sometimes, and then big throwing out the linear mid string some other times, you know? What about the movement? What about the whiff punishing? What about the counter hitting, you know? I feel like there's other cool parts of Tekken besides just swinging the big button. Anyways, that sums up most of the Tekken talk. Again, Anna Williams we will cover in a separate video. I try to be generally positive, and my chat was a bit surprised by how I was reacting to this, but YouTube may even be further surprised because I tend to be as positive as possible on YouTube. That sums that up. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment. We will be assessing Season 2 hopefully fairly when we have the patch notes and the game in our hands. Until then, I wouldn't worry too much. I think that there's plenty of games out there. You're not married to Tekken in any way. So if this doesn't seem appealing to you, don't feel that it's the end of the world. There are lots of other things that can be done. Anyways, that's all. Have a good one. Peace. I didn't switch to the notepad again, man. You think it's fucked? I didn't switch to the notepad. Since the I'll send the screenshots to my editor just in case. Oh, one more thing I have to say. I think I stopped at 8. Let's see. I have one more thing to add for my editor. Hello? Am I stupid? Is VLC... Hello? What the fuck? Weird. What's up, you guys? It's VDX. In case you haven't heard, the Tekken Talk
125.
Live for Season 2 and Anna Williams' release just concluded. These are 2 to 2.5 hour podcast-style live streams where the Tekken devs show up, whoops. What's up, you guys? It's VDX. In case you haven't heard, the Tekken Talk Live for Season... Good. So, if you're looking for the positive news, changes. These usually come out a week before a major patch. And since they're in Japanese, so we'll do Anna's implementation and that IGN guide in a separate video. Instead, I want to talk about the Season 2 changes. In general, I try to be... Okay, I have a note to add. Additionally, the Tekken Talk, when they were trying to show the new UI, has some Season 2 extended gameplay between Reina and Asuka. So there will be gameplay to analyze, and we'll get to see a taste of what Season 2 is going to look like. Needed that little part. Okay. Add before 040. Okay, okay. My Tekken Talk recap with a little splice needed. 47. Also didn't switch back to my notepad scene. Send screenshots. Maybe we can reconstruct if you think it's necessary. Move pretty quickly. It may not be necessary. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. You know what? You know what I feel like right now? This is what I feel like. This song's in my head and I don't know why. Not this one. Not this one. This one. Okay, I think I saw some chats that I missed, but I want to make sure I thank people. There's no one new to thank. Okay. Fuck. Oh. Is that whiskey? This is Nika whiskey from the barrel. Oh. What is this Smash version? Ooh. What the fuck? Dude, the Smash music fucking cooks. They took the same original instruments too. That's cool. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Stank face music going hard. Typical musician habit. Yeah. Guys, if I stream Tekken, I feel like it's gonna mess up my drive. My drivers can't handle it. What are my current drivers? 572.83. Most recent stable studio driver NVIDIA. I got the studio one too, man. NVIDIA drive's been shitting the bed lately. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't have experience in Tekken 7 where seasons janky like this. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, this is a crazy change. This change is like hard to match. I forgot the song I wanted to listen to. But somebody said musician and it reminded me of happier times. I'm lying, by the way. Oh, it's this one. This guy is nice as fuck. This guy is nice as fuck. This guy looks like he mains Claudia. What the fuck? What's up, Lee Mishima? I am not drunk, bro. I have a breathalyzer. I could prove it. I wish I could play this. This shit is fire. Do you guys... Which driver should I get? Because I have 572.83 and that shit is fatal erroring. But I might try this one. Fatal erroring during Tekken. La, 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 It's clipping. I'm tilted, bro. I think I know what is giving you the issue. Please inform me. You need process lasso and limit your cores on the CPU. But it's an NVIDIA issue. It's an NVIDIA issue that was happening to me. Like, it affected my NVIDIA encoder as well. I don't know if that's the case. And I heard process lasso is ass, isn't it? Bro, now I'm gonna get flamed on this fucking video because I was... Oh... This is my soul healing playlist. Boot up Tekken 7 again? Bro, that shit, the loading times keep me off Tekken 7. You were right, it was Matthias. You like Polyphia? I do. I also like proper spelling. My bad. Yeah, I do like Polyphia a lot. Boom, 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 boom. This guy is so fucking good. It's actually so crazy, bro. He's actually so fucking good. Oh my god. He has a video on his pedal setup. I think I'll play Tekken until it crashes. But let me prepare the download of the studio driver. This is the kind of music you listen to with friends while you talk about your dreams and hopes. For this song in particular, if anybody's talking while it happens, and I know I'm being a hypocrite right now, I would tell them to shut the fuck up. I would leave the room and put this on in my headphones. My stream died twice today, and a lot of people were watching. That made me a little sad. Technical issues, man. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little sad. This song is also fucking goated. The hybrid picking? Shit's cold, I'm not gonna lie. That shit breaks my brain. Oh. One of the best guitar players from Brazil? I feel like he's one of the best guitar players in the world, bruh. For real. This guy is so good. Tekken 6 is on the PS5? What? Oh. Tosin is a better guitarist. I feel like if somebody says a musician is fire and your response is this person is better, you've missed the point of the statement. You've missed the point. Unless you are a music teacher whose job is to audition musicians, you have missed the point entirely. I said he's one of the best in the world. Player discussion is different. Player stuff is competitive. Music is not competitive unless you're auditioning for like a spot. This guy is fire too, bro. Oh my god, this guy, I think he's like a 17-year-old guitarist, and he is so nasty too. This guy's cool because of his arrangement. This kid is cold, bro. This kid is so cold. Dude. His like arrangement sense is ridiculous. Bro. Come on. Come on, man. Ugh. Fuck. That dude is disgusting. That dude is disgusting. Yeah, the video on the Tekken Talk, I sent it to my editor. There's a bit of work needs to be done, but otherwise it's pretty good. Oh, Christ. All right, let's play a bit of season 1 before it's gone. Oh my god. That shit was hard, bro. That shit was hard. Wow, this song feels like Tekken season 1 now. See you, Hazik the Unique.
Steve Fox. Leo. Get ready for the next battle.
Guys? Whoa?
Get ready for the next battle.
It's Puppers. Dr. Pupper. I got a new style of Steve.
Round 1. Fight. Over here. Round 2. Fight. Over here.
Oh. How'd you see that without the counter, bro?
Fight.
Ow. Bruh.
Round 4. Fight.
Bruh. Ow. I died.
Final round. Fight.
Oh. Oatmeal Doom is oatmeal dooming.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh my god. Up back 3 and okay, I stole that from Numan. The Lionheart 2 hits grounded and flips over. I didn't expect that to hit. Cross up.
Round 2.
How many hits does that combo? Does anyone know? Bro, that change, the UI change compared to the other shit is fine.
Round 3. Fight.
Wow. Brother, what the fuck just happened to me? Ah.
Round 4. Fight. Over here.
Yes, sir. Hey. You're dragging it, Oatmeal Doom. You are dragging it. This song is so perfect. Seems like you hardcore change your Steve. What do you think about now compared to last iteration of Steve? It's incomplete still. But the moves of Doom are working for sure.
Get ready for the next battle.
1, 2.
手加減いらんで
Round 1. Fight.
This rollback 3 is cooking me. This shit's safe, bro. Oh, it's King Ray. I didn't even look. Why do you do that? Try to back one him. Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
Bleh. Ow. 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 Brother. Harry.
Round 3. Fight.
I tried to bag one him. That fucking hurt. Dude, look at the damage on this. Ow! What the fuck? Ow!
Round 4. Fight.
My bad, bro. Hey, that was kind of cool. Shitty ass combo.
Final round. Fight.
No. This place is killing you? This place is fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Put me down, bro! You think he ducks?
You.
That's to my girl,
Round
Tony
1.
Braxton.
Fight.
Ow. Shitty ass punish. My bad, bro. Yo. Ow. Let me up. Let me up. That was good.
Round 2. Fight.
Over here. Over here.
Huh?
Over here. It's over.
Fuck, man. It worked.
That's a knockout. Good night. Over here. Over here.
No.
Round 3. Fight.
Over here. It's over.
Really?
Eat this. Finish. Over here.
Round 4. Fight.
Damn. I got greedy. Oh. Fuck.
Final round. Fight.
Over here. It's over.
Bah. Leave me alone, bro. Oh my god, it's meaty. That's cheap.
手加減いらん
Round
I sold.
Fight.
That's cheap too. Bro. Oh my god. That's cheap, bro.
Round 2. Fight.
I'm not prepared for that.
Over here.
Oh, nice. What is this wall carry? Oh my god.
No more playing around.
My bad. Bro, what is happening to my audio? It like cut out. That's crazy. It lasts that long. I did a delayed timing button.
Round
Oh
3.
my god.
Fight.
Nice. I thought I was dead. Ooh. Bruh. Sucks. Oh. Nice. I'm ass. You got me. GG's. What's up, King Ray Senior? GG's, bruh.
You lose.
今日はこんぐらいで許したるわ
Have you been learning from Newmon? Yeah, I've been watching him a bunch, yeah. I'm like trying to copy his shit a lot. Bro, sick combos. Hey, Purple Name, why don't you glaze when I'm not here? What the fuck? I'm just coping. I'm dealing with a loss right now, man. You think it's okay to glaze right in front of my face? You playing a lot like him? Yeah. I'm glad you noticed. I think it's really good. I'm just trying to iron it out because it's so different from my style, you know? Yeah, it makes sense.
Get ready
I feel like
for
I
the
have a
next
strong... Oh,
battle.
sweet. We'll go again. Let's run it back. What's up, Kukexi?
Round
It's alright.
one.
I understand it now.
Fight. Over here.
Please!
It's over.
Dude, I don't live in California, but yeah. It's not bad. Oh my god. You're mixing me up with the other Vietnamese Tekken player. That's so cheap. That's so good. I mean, my bad. You got me. He invades my down forward one, bruh.
Round three.
What's that? She thinks it's a 35. What the fuck? I tried running too. Ass. This interrupts.
Round four. Fight.
Fuck, I'm a masher, bro. No! Bro, he's glazing again. Shoot that guy. Fuck. I don't know why I try to grab. Glazing on cooldown is crazy, bro.
Round one. Fight.
No way. Okay. Wow, I was out of range. I'm dead as shit. Ow. Red. I'm greedy. Oh. I tried. I deserve to die, bro. I deserve to die. I wanted to do a cool combo. I'm a YouTuber. This is why I'm not on the team, bro. What is not for shut up? God damn it.
Fight.
Oh. That's killing me every time. No. What I wanted to do would have worked, but I'm not gonna reveal my secrets.
Round 4. Fight.
Oh my god. Not on the team. That was a not on the team combo. Ow. Ow. Oh my god. Damn. Bruh. You got me. Not on the team, bro. Not on the team.
You
If he pisses me off, I can kick him out of the head. That's funny
Ready
as
for
fuck.
the next battle.
I messed up a sideball combat. You were only allowed to say something like that when you lose, bro. You can't beat me and say that was suboptimal. Sorry.
Get ready for the next battle.
Bro, I got King Ray Jr. twice and then a different Asuka player. I'm about to lose and fucking log off, bro.
Round 1. Fight.
Same shit, different day. This Asuka got VDX punishes. See what I'm saying? Nope. I tried. Holy shit! Oh my.
Round 2. Fight.
Bruh.
Round 3. Fight.
Underneath my grab.
Round 4. Fight.
Bruh, my punishment is so ass. Oh my god.
Fight.
No! No! Bruh. Ooh, frame trapper, even in God of Destruction. Told you. Anything whiff can be launched. Have you ever tried to whiff punish Paul's forward too?
Round one. Fight.
Yes, you're the GOAT, bro. Try it again when you're 30, then talk to me. I broke that. I did ask. Fuck. 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 Bruh. Bruh. Pissing me off. I suck. Okay.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, that was fire. I didn't know that would work.
Over here. Over here. Over here.
What the fuck, man?
Round three. Fight.
Yeah. Pester the legs. Wow, nice block, bro. Weave.
Round four. Fight.
Over here. It's over.
Oh.
Over here.
Oh, get away from me. Jesus, he ran right into me. Oh. No way, bro. Yeah, Devil Jin vibes.
Ready for the next battle.
How many do you play in online events? I've been in the last, I think, 4 TNSs. That's fucked up, bro. I'm so low in the damn bracket. King Ray's like, do you even show up? Yeah, I've been losing right after top 48 or like 2 to 3 matches after top 48.
Round one.
But it's been recent.
Fight.
I haven't entered for a while. But I spent the past couple months like trying to grind the game again. And I'm having fun. I really suck against defensive characters. Like Victor and Clive fuck up my Steve. I can beat them with Lily, but my Lily isn't as practiced. I might be a Lily player, bro. You play more season 2? It depends.
Fight.
The way it's looking, I don't know, bro. Might be a commentary angle for me. I'm commentating April 15th, TNS. I might be in my washed era, bruh.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, nice. I don't know if that's nice, but I appreciate the sentiment. Why did that miss? I wanted to down by 1+2. Let's go. No, I don't know who's commentating Level Up Expo. I'm not tapped into the commentary scene like that. I'm trying to become more, but let's go. It's consensus. We're waiting for the patch notes. Don't listen to Oatmeal Doom. Oatmeal Doom. He's Oatmeal Doom. Now. No wall splatting punishers? Well, Steve isn't like a defensive punishment character. He's like a, and he's also, I don't even know if I'd call him a full defensive character in this game. He's really a boxer. Oh my god, you really gotta beat people up. He really feels like a boxer in this game. Like your goal is to get people to pay attention to certain threats you're representing, and then when they're not looking, you punch them the other way. I'm getting cooked by this damn string. I should have done peekaboo. See what I mean? Washed era. My fault. What if they punch parry? Use the elbow, use the stomp.
Good night.
Round 3. Fight.
I was thinking about the elbow. I didn't do it. I pussied out doing the elbow. You think season 2 will be better than season 1? I have no idea. Fuck. No wall splat. This game blows. How did that work? I waited, man. This game sucks. Fine. What? Reactions. Damn it. 97 MS. Copium.
Round 4. Fight.
Fuck. Oh. Yes. Why is Steve wearing sandals with sweatpants? He lives in LA.
Good night.
Final round. Fight.
Bruh. My bad. What does that even mean? Bro, LA is perfect sweatpants and sandals weather. Ow. I'm dead, man. Oh my god, I'm alive. I'm dead.
Round one. Fight.
Brother in Christ, my fault, man. I want to box, and I can't punch an Aikido you. Oh my. MYK, we've been exploring some new Discord tech, which is getting an Amazon cloud server and running offline Tekken on it, like Tag 2 and shit. Oh my god. And that shit's kind of fun. Hey, a wall splat, that's crazy.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah, it's like both. What the fuck? Both players connect to the. Why didn't that wall splat, man?
Round three.
Obscure PS2 game I play through. Yeah, it's like a private server running RPCS3 or something. Oh my god. That guy do not got King Ray combos. Let me just tell you that. Underneath, damn it. Nothing high crushes. I'm ass.
Round four. Fight.
Oh my god. Yes, sir. Parry this, you filthy casual. MYK, you on Steve yet? You back on Steve yet? He's fire in this game, man. Where's my heat dash, bruv? All right, it's 4 a.m. We'll put out the videos as soon as we can. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We're gonna be all right, probably. This move is so crazy to me, bro. Thank you for the support tonight, you guys. I'm gonna roll back my driver. Hopefully that helps. What's up, Cots? Thanks for the sub the other day. I didn't get to thank you while you were here. Who's chill? Permaban? What the fuck? That was crazy. All right. It's not Chand, New York, okay? They're from Oceania. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow and Tuesday for the final TNS of Season 1. I really hope I can win. Maybe not the whole thing, but a top 8 would be cool. So should I be reinstalling Tekken 8? Next question, please, Scara. You might like it, actually. You might like it, actually. It's going to be a lot more accessible, I think, in terms of understanding when a punish is happening, when a counter hit's happening. What does that mean? I'm just analyzing your play style, bro. Listen, I know you're a Victor player, They made the game more Victor friendly. That's all it is. It's not that deep. There are probably nerfing the Power Crush Heat Engager. Bro, that's crazy. You guys are making my life more difficult for no reason. That's so crazy, bro. More Victor friendly is not. Hold on, cancel the damn rate. More Victor friendly is not crazy, bro. More Victor friendly is literally what they're doing. I need to clear the fucking air, bro. What is this? My chat is trying to sabotage me. Hold on. Me and Farzine are gonna go crazy? Yeah, it's facts, bro. That should be cool. They're allowing, like, what? Sidestep from crouch? I hope they improve the netcode. That's the main thing I'm really hoping for. Anna's gonna be a menace, though. You might not like fighting Anna. And I think they're taking away the Power Crush Heat Engager. So, aside from that, they've shown that characters are getting their low heat smash like multiple times per heat. So I don't know if that's gonna apply to Victor. There's also a chance that you can heat burst from stance. Those are the kinds of things we've seen so far. I want to become a King player? Dude, King is... Okay. Resume the raid. The Japanese don't like good deck. I don't know what it is about... Yeah, bro, we were leaving on a good note. Now I'm pissed. Everybody have a good night. Most of you, anyways. Peace out, y'all. Thanks for coming through tonight.